hear from the captain, Nick Foligno.
I haven't heard that one yet. That's a good one.
To finally get that win, kind of a relief is that for this team?
Well, it's just, we need points. I didn't like the first 10 minutes of our game at all, but we found a way to grind it out, and guys go down, and we just hung with it. And I'm really proud of the guys for that. I'm proud that we found a way to gut it out, but we have to be better, and we know it. And we have to see the difference in what our team is capable of when we play a certain way and we don't. And those are huge 2 points for us, though. I'm not going to take anything away from that, but we better be ready to go tomorrow.
Nash and Elvis went down in the second period. Did that somehow galvanize you? Was that the kind of kick in the pants you needed?
Yeah, I think before that we started to play our game, but yeah, you just tighten up and realize there's a certain way we have to play right now with the guys that are out and the style of hockey that gives us success, and we got to it for a majority of that game after a really ugly 10. So I'm proud of the guys, like I said, for finding a way, but we know we just got to continue to get points here and get better.
Your second goal, big keep in by Gavrikov.
Yeah.
To make that play happen.
Oh, it was huge. That makes the whole play, and then I think Booner makes a hell of a pass to find me in the back door, and and then we get a huge goal from Mats after they get one. That's a bigger goal in my eyes to get us right back into it, and then probably could add a few more before that period was over, and find a way to get a huge one in overtime.
Yeah, the overtime was a bit scrambly, but nice play to finish it.
Yeah, it's just a great, sometimes so simple. Great shot, rebound, and then bang, he's in the right spot. So really proud of our guys for finding a way to get a big win, and now we move on to Minnesota.
Blue Jackets captain Nick Foligno talking with us here in the dressing room. And let's go where to go next. Toward the goaltender, I would say, to Joonas Korpisalo. All right, here's Joonas.
Probably not the scenario you envisioned yourself getting back into the lineup, but how odd was that for you to have to go into that scenario?
Yeah, didn't plan on that. It's always sad to see something that kind of stuff happen to others. I didn't see what really happened there, but it's not fun. But to jump in there and seeing the standing ovation there, that was pretty cool, and just go out there and have fun.
How long did it take you to get into the game, to feel like you were into the game?
I don't know. I was pretty comfortable right away. After the first shot, like, okay, let's play hockey again.
Got to 3-2, and then Mateau scored. Did that kind of give you, renewed confidence, I guess, to finish that thing the way you wanted to, probably?
Yeah, that was a huge goal. Climb back to the game, and after that, I think we took off and controlled the whole OT as well. So I think that set up the rest of the game for us.
What did this tell you about your confidence in being back and being ready to play? I know you had the rehab game in Cleveland, but there might have been some uncertainty, or maybe there wasn't. But what did it tell you about, okay, I'm back, I'm ready to go?
It's big, first game back in, I don't know how many weeks. It's been a while. So, yeah, gives me confidence, and, it's fun to play hockey, as I said.
Corby, as silly as it is maybe the way you go into the game, you didn't even have a chance to think about it. Think about returning to the ice in the National Hockey League. It's like 1 minute you're on the bench, next minute you got to be on the ice and ready to go.
Yeah, just jump in. I see our physio just going like this, like, okay, you're going in. I'm like, okay, let's do it. And, no time to think. Just go out there and have fun and try to help the team.
The overtime was, it was wide open. It was scrambly. You made one huge save there in overtime. In those situations, those 3-on-3, they're fun, but nerve-wracking too, aren't they?
It is, 3-on-3 stuff start happening. After that, it goes back and forth, kind of. So, yeah, just usually be ready to make a couple big saves and, help the team that way. And today we found a way to win. It's huge points.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Joonas Korpisalo gets a win in overtime tonight. Let's get a couple of words from Emil Bemstrom, who got the game winner, before we're done here.
Pressing on this team, the loss is mounting, especially in overtime. You've been able to get to overtime and not quite get over the hump. How critical do you think this is, just from just from a momentum standpoint for the team?
I will say I think it's good for the team. I mean, to show all you guys that we can win in overtime too. So it's a great win today.
Emil, how happy were you to get told you're going out in the overtime? I mean, the 3-on-3. You're an offensive guy, and you get to get out there in that situation and kind of do what you do best.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that all season. So the first time, and I scored. So that's not bad.
So maybe next time you don't have to remind Torts that you can play in that situation, right?
I hope not.
This whole game was this was a grinded out kind of a game here tonight. You know, they trade 3 guys away today. It can look like it's easy, but nothing's easy in this league, is it?
No, I mean every game is hard. Everyone can beat each other. So you have to be ready every game, and especially when the trade is like the same day and then they play. I think their team is coming together more and more when you get that many guys traded.
How big is a goal like that for you, and just your confidence, and just, you know, with these games that are left and how important they are? I know you want to be a big part of this, scoring goals.
I mean, it's huge for myself. I mean, I want to score goals, and I have to do it to keep my confidence. So, yeah, that's it.
Joined by Jody Shelley to get his take on this Blue Jackets victory.
Well, veteran leadership for me all night long. You know, I listened to Nick Foligno talk to you in the first intermission interview. He was not happy with how his team played at all, and he said he was going to rectify it. He gets 2 goals here tonight, almost gets the hat trick for his team. Boone Jenner, Nyquist, all around it. Savard was all around it. These guys worked hard to get it done. They tied it up immediately after the Ottawa Senators got the lead. And then in overtime, I love the play behind the net. Werenski gets the puck, and he gets up ice, and they get the game winner here at home. Huge play, veteran leadership all the way. They got it done. And how about Joonas Korpisalo? Merzlikins gets injured, and the veteran who comes back, his first game as a backup on the bench, he gets in there cold, and he makes the stops that are needed against an Ottawa Senator team that was hard to play against for our Blue Jackets because they're loose, they're decimated, and they just play. They're just going to play hard. So they got it done. Great 2 points. Now it's off to Minnesota for tomorrow night.
Started playing with energy. We don't have a damn sniff if we don't play with energy, and we did.
What did you just make of the team response after the injury to Elvis?
We just kept playing, just scratching and clawing, trying to play.
John, we talked earlier this week about the situation with injuries gives guys a chance to show you more of who they might be. Bemstrom and OT, what puts him in that position, and then how exciting is it to see him get the game-winning goal?
Yeah, I was leaning on a few guys in the OT, and we're running on fumes there. And I look at Bemmer. I don't think Bemmer played that well during the game, but he has a shot. And listen, I'm not going to sit up here and say, hey, I thought this about Bemmer and Jens. Yeah, that'll work. Not a chance. I'm putting people on the ice because really the other guys are sucking wind. And so those are the 2 that we came up with.
John, Joonas gets out there, and it's interesting how some players are kind of thrown into the mix in this situation. He wasn't starting, but he's geared up, he's ready to go, gets his opportunity, goes out. Is that almost better for a player in that situation, kind of don't have your brain involved?
Especially a goaltender.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he made a couple of key saves. Best save he made was on our own player when Nudie shot it out. But he made a couple of key saves. Coming back, yeah, and he wasn't expecting to play. I do think at that position, just go and play. And that's the way he is. Nothing bothers him. He was a big part of it tonight because he had to make some key saves at key times for us.
Do you think, 2 questions. First is, did you think Nudavara's shot was in?
In
I
our
mean
net?
that tongue-in-cheek Nudavara's shot on Korpisalo.
I wasn't sure what was going on there, yeah.
Secondly, a lot of teams in this race got better on paper today. Are you relishing this stretch run as something of an underdog?
Well, I like we talk as a team. We have looked at this as a great opportunity. We lose a couple more guys tonight. It's just a great opportunity to define team and define not giving in. We were awful the first part of that first period. But I respect our guys, and they gather themselves. Did we play a great game? No. Did we play hard? Yes. And as we talked about, if we don't have the hardness to play, and if we're not consistent with that, we're going to have some problems. So yeah, we don't have the big speeches where it's not us against the world. It's none of that shit anymore. We know what we are. We've been this for months, and we have to be ready to do it each and every night as we tick the games off down here. Still right in the thick of things.
To that point, John, how important has Nick Foligno's leadership been through all of this? Not just the goals, but just the way he plays, coming back after injury, that type of thing?
Yeah, well, I'm beating the shit out of Nick, too. I mean, he's playing 22, 23 minutes for the past month, overloaded with ice time. And I heard him in between periods, in between the first, before I got in there, and I thought he handled the room very well. I thought the guys handled themselves very well, which was very important here. Although I thought we gathered ourselves later in the first period, I think they handle themselves very well in between periods to get themselves playing.
It's only 3 games in, but Stefan Matteau scoring big goals. It seems like he's playing the type of game that you like to see out there.
Yeah, he gets around the ice well. He can think the game. I can use him on both wings. Yeah, he's played 3-on-3. Used him in the penalty shot the shootout the other night. They have talked about him during the year, how well he was playing down there. We have a standard as far as your body fat and weight and all that. He had to meet that before he came here. Did his work, and has played some very important minutes for us. And will continue. He's going to have to continue.
John, the penalty kill has been so good for the majority of the season, but it has faltered a little bit of late. Is that the injuries catching up? Are there things you want to see tighten up there?
Well, I'm not sure how that puck went in. I know it's a screen. I think we need a save there. But Allison, I can't think of the other ones. I know they've come pretty quickly early on. For us to keep afloat, it's going to have to get more consistent. It's really given us an opportunity this year to stay in it. Had some breakdowns here and there. The Giroux goal against Philly, we just had a defenseman out of position. Shazi will get that corrected, but that has to be more consistent for us.
Not that you had a choice at all in putting Korpisalo out there, but physically, how confident were you that he could handle it and handle quite a few shots?
He's fine. Yeah, he's in great shape. He has a great mental outlook. He has a great mental toughness. He's fine.